But see, I don't want to do that in this Christian life. I don't want to turn around and go back.
Amen.
You turn around and go back, guess what? You got to start all over again. You might as well keep right on going. When you're tired and weary and hurting and disappointed and beat up and knocked down and spit on and lied on. Jesus did. They lied on him. They spit on him. They whipped him. They put crown thorns on his head, spikes in his fingers, in his hands, and in his knees, in his legs. Pushed him in the side, but guess what? He was determined to die for us. Why? So that we can live. When that man was talking about last night on YouTube, I was listening when he was singing that one song, and he was saying, you know, he wasn't doing it that he didn't think that God, he didn't believe his Father could do it. He said he was doing it for the people around him. And then Martha said, well, I know that, you know, we all going to be resurrected in the judgment I'm talking about now. And Jesus said, no, you don't understand. And he said, I am the resurrection and the life. That's what he said. I am. He that was dead, yet shall he live again. Right. So we was dead when we was a sinner because we was dead out to sin. We was sold out to sin. Yes. So sometimes you got to die to live. Well, that's crazy, Princess. I ain't never heard that before. You got to die to live. What do you mean? Mean you got to die out to sin and get saved to live again. To spiritually live again. Because if you don't, you just going to keep on dying. You're a dead man walking. That's what they say. When they got somebody in jail and it's time for them to be electrocuted or lethal injection or whatever, they walk in front of them and say, dead man walking. So that's what you are without Jesus. You're a dead man walking. Because you walking straight on into hell to your eternal damnation. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no way out of it. So we got to die to live again. And I guess apparently I was going to preach something else, and that hit my mind. So turn to John. I guess that's what I'm going to preach. John 11.
All right.
John 11.
Okay.
Which John? In the back?
Gospel John. Matthew, Mark, Luke, John. John 11. Yeah, we'll start at verse 17, I guess. Guys say amen. You ain't got to say wait. Hold on.
Amen.
Then when Jesus came, he found that he had lain in the grave 4 days already. Now Bethany was nigh to Jerusalem, about 15 furlongs off. And many of the Jews came to Martha and Mary to comfort them concerning their brother. Then Martha, as soon as she heard that Jesus was coming, went and met him. But Mary still sat in the house. Then said Martha unto Jesus, Lord, if thou hadst been here, my brother had not died. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou wilt ask of God, God will give it thee. Jesus saith unto her, thy brother shall rise again. And Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. Jesus said unto her, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. Believest thou this? She said unto him, Yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. Pacho.
We thank you for another great day here on earth, God. Just touch the mystery of the hour and let the message be great, Lord, and let us be hearers and doers of the word. And all these things we ask in your Son, Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. You're going to die to live again.
Yeah.
Some people might wonder, well, why in the world did Jesus wait? If he got word that Lazarus died and that Lazarus was dead, well, why didn't he just go on in? Well, see, that's your carnal mind thinking. That carnal mind gets us in trouble. And Jesus even told me, you know, he sleep. We don't go see him. And you know, the disciples was thinking, God, he had blown his lid. What is he talking about? I'm going to go there and this man sitting up here and what do you mean if he been dead? What in the world's going on? He said, in verse 11, he said, these things said he, and after that he said unto them, our friend Lazarus sleepeth, but I go that I may awake him out of sleep. What? Okay, well if he's sleeping, matter of fact, that's what the disciple said. The disciple said, well, if he's sleeping, then won't you leave him alone?
Amen.
Let him be, then if he's sleeping. And notice when Jairus' daughter died, he said the same thing. She's not dead, she's just asleep.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? You see, if they ain't asleep, how can they be dead? He came and Lazarus was in the grave 4 days already. Now, if people's thinking, a lot of things could have been said. He could have went about an hour after Lazarus died and raised him up. Well, that really ain't no big miracle. He done that for Jairus' daughter. He done that for somebody else. Or 2 days or whatever. Well, that was easy. So he waited 4 days because, wait a minute, this person been dead a long time. They starting to rot. They starting to stink. And all this, it ain't no need to go ahead. That's impossible. But where it is impossible with man, is possible with God.
Yeah.
He specializes in hard things. Here come Martha running after Jesus. If you can remember Martha, Mary was always the humble one, and I picked out that Martha is the one just said whatever. Because you know when Jesus came to see him that time, Martha was fussing because look at Mary lay sitting down there, and she ain't even getting up helping me clean the house, she ain't helping me cook, nothing else. She just sitting there with Jesus. Well, which one do you think God blessed the most, Martha and Mary? Mary was sitting at Jesus' feet. What a wonderful place to be. He wasn't worried about all the other stuff, and she wasn't either. And so Martha comes around and tells him, here we go. Not saying, thank you for coming. Well, I appreciate you coming. I'm glad you came. No, the first thing she said, well, if you'd have been here, he wouldn't have died. Instead of what I'm talking about, this girl good to see you. She starts blaming. She starts the blame game right there. If you'd have been here, he wouldn't have died.
Yeah.
So Jesus said, well, okay then. Well, I'm here now. But see, she was down, even though she said this, well, I know whatever you say, ask God, he'll do it. But she wasn't because she contradicted herself. Because at the first beginning of that, she said, if you'd have been here, he wouldn't have died. If you ever had somebody come up do something, you do something for somebody, well, you might not know about it then. You might find out a week later or a month later, and you call them like, well, you should have called when it happened. Well, you should have came when I first got sick. Not being appreciated of what the Lord does for you anyway. Instead, you thank the Lord for your new car. Well, it'd have been better if it had been a Maserati. It'd have been better if it had been a Cadillac. God bless you with a house. Well, I wanted 4 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. You didn't give it to me. Like a bunch of whiny babies. Well, I'm glad you took me dinner, but I don't want this. Well, I'm glad you brought me a present, but this ain't what I was wanting. I got 5 or 6 of these already. That's a word about that. You know what it is? Ungrateful. We ungrateful. Sometimes we get very ungrateful with the Lord.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Well, I'm glad you moved, but what took you so long?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you helped me get this, but good Lord, it took long enough. Being ungrateful. Just like the children of Israel. Every time the Lord comes trying to help the children, they weren't satisfied with it. The Bible said they walked 40 years in the wilderness. Because they're murmuring and complaining.
Yeah.
Don't you know that will get you out with the Lord more than would if you just be humble and accept and appreciate what he got. Appreciate what he done for you. You'll get more further along with him that way than you would right there.
Yeah.
I don't want that. And the Lord said, well, here, I'll give you this. He just told him one thing to do. I'm going to rain down quail from the sky every day.
Yeah.
But I don't want you to just do one thing. Don't let it sit there and take it, throw it away.
Right.
They can do that.
No, they can't even do that.
Here comes God the next day looking to bring the rest of the new, and there it is.
Yeah.
Try it again. He did it again. Let me give it to you. All thing you got to do is get rid of this. There they are again. Then he comes, I'm going to rain your bread down from heaven. He did that. Well, they weren't satisfied with that. And then you know what they're saying? What they talking? Well, what are we going to do? We got out of Egypt. And now we ain't got nothing. No place to stay. We ain't got no food. We've been better off staying in bondage in Egypt.
Yeah.
Stubborn and rebellious people. We'd have been better off if we'd have stayed there. At least they did feed us.
Yeah.
And poor Moses, I know Moses was like, and God said every time that they are a stiff-necked people. They so stubborn you don't appreciate nothing. He could just let you starve. They're like somebody here, I'm going to give you the keys to this house. You don't have to pay the electric bill. If you want a phone, you can pay that. If you want it to, I'll pay the TV bill. I'll pay the house mortgage. I'll pay the rent. The only thing I want you to do is cut the grass.
Yeah.
That's it. One little simple thing, cut the grass. If the electric's paid for it, just cut the grass, see at the property. Person come back,
Okay. Yeah.
grass is way up there like they say in the movie Color Purple grass. You can probably hide it because it was so tall. Well, the person was good. The person just said all you had to do with this. You don't want to appreciate the house that you're living in and you ain't got to pay nothing for except for the telephone. Ungrateful. Well, God, I can see some other thing. Well, you brought the bread down from heaven. You could have sent some butter with it. You could have sent some jelly.
Yeah.
Or some honey we could have put on it.
Gravy.
Or gravy, something. Who just wants to eat plain old bread? But he better be glad you got that to eat.
Yeah.
Amen.
Some people are just so ungrateful.
Ungrateful.
Some people doesn't have that.
So ungrateful and so rebellious and don't want to listen and all of this. So that's the first thing Martha said. If he'd have been here, my brother wouldn't have died. Well, then Jesus said, but then see, I guess she thought about what she said. How many know that sometimes when you say stuff, say bad things or whatever else, you can't take it back.
Yeah.
Left, stay there.
They used to have a saying when we was kids, sticks and stones break my bones, but words never hurt me, but that's a lie.
Why was working in my ticket down?
I'd rather have a stick and a stone thrown at me than the words. Don't you know words can cut like a knife?
Yeah, they can. They can.
What part of the Bible? What part of the Bible does the Bible say can't be tamed?
That tongue.
The tongue. The brain is telling them what to do. Move this, move that, pick up this, pick up that. Your eyes are looking, you're hearing and all that. You can change everything else. You can change what you look at on TV. You can change what you don't look at on TV. You can change where you go. You change where you don't go. You can change about love in the heart. You change. But one thing you can't change is this. Your big mouth. Sometimes you can apologize and apologize and apologize. And they forgive you because they want to go to heaven. But still, yet, that's there. That's there. So I guess she thought about how it sounded. But once you say it, you can't take it back. So she thought about it. Well, wait a minute, I must be doubting the Lord. So I better fix this up real quick. But I know that even now, whatsoever thou will ask of God, God will give it thee. Okay, well then if you knew that, that's the first thing you should have been saying. Sometimes we don't know everything about God. We don't know his ways. We don't know his thoughts. We don't know why he does what he does. We don't know why some man's cancer something gets to you. We don't know why somebody's mother, father dies and people, other ones are staying there. We don't know why you might lose your home. You don't know why you might lose your car. You don't know nothing about God. But the thing we should know is, God, I trust you.
Yeah.
I trust you to know that you must know what's best for me. And leave it at that. Because when you start all this, you'll get yourself in trouble. The Lord, I trust you. I don't understand everything you're doing, but I trust you. I don't know everything you're doing, but I trust you. I can't see how you're going to make this way, but I trust you. I can't see which way I'm going to turn or how to get out of this, but I trust you. Because he knows better than what we know. He can see further down the road than what we can see. He knows what's good for us and what's bad for us.
Amen.
But we think it's good, it might be bad. And he just saved you from it.
Amen.
But with an attitude like that, he's not going to. So Jesus said unto her, thy brother shall rise again. Martha said unto him, I know that he shall rise again in the resurrection at the last day. See, here she go again. Well, I know that. I know. Well, you so-and-so, well, I knew that. Then Jesus said to her, no, wait a minute, let me go a step further so you can understand it. I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall live again. He said, I am. When somebody says something, I am, that's them verifying something. I am Princess. Somebody said one day, I think it was Brother Dole's mom, Brother Dole's Sue's mom, and she was in the store. We was in Walmart one day, and I said, hello, and her mom said, oh, she said, so you must be the princess. I said, I am the princess. You're right, I am the princess. I'm her. I am a preacher. I am a prophet. I am a pastor. Just in case y'all don't know, I am black. Just clear it up just in case y'all was wondering I was white. But technically, I am black. I am French. I am Indian. I am Creole. I'm all of it in the basket.
Right.
Well, that's right.
I don't know. They'll tell you, are you a niece? I am married to Niecy. I am married to Sue.
Right.
I am is you confirming what somebody's telling you.
Right.
So Jesus looked at her. I'm not talking about just a simple resurrection. Everybody rise up. I am the resurrection. He said, I am the life. I'm the one that you got to come through for this and that. I'm the only one that can bring you out of sin.
Right.
I am the only one that can bring you off drugs. I am the only one that can bring you off alcohol. I am the only one that can heal you of cancer. I am the only one that can heal you of AIDS or HIV. He is the only one. Nobody greater. He said, I'm the life.
Right.
You're the life. Yes. Do you remember when Jesus said, no man can take my life unless I lay it down? So in other words, they didn't take nothing. He gave it to them. And even at the end when he was on the cross, he said, I am King of the Jews. King of Kings. Lord of Lords. I am. He said, I am the resurrection and the life. He that believed in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. All of us in here at one point in time was dead. Like I said a while ago, we was a dead man walking. We was a dead woman walking because we didn't have Jesus. But when we got saved and accepted Jesus, then we started living. Just because you're alive physically don't mean you're living, honey.
Right, right.
Yeah, you living physically, but you're not living spiritually.
Right, right.
This one guy boy coming and talking, I had to get on to him. It's when we were selling pies at the time, I had to get on to him because he cussed in here. I said, boy, you better watch your mouth. This is the house of God.
That's right.
Amen.
I said, you need to get saved anyway. Oh, no, I'm good. I said, are you saved? He said, no. I said, then you're not good.
Right.
You can convince yourself of that. They can tell them things. They can tell themselves that.
Right.
I don't need Jesus. I'm just fine. It doesn't matter if I make it to heaven or not. Well, I pray at home, so I know I'm going to heaven. And all that. It ain't but, hello, one way.
One way.
One way.
One way.
Wait, praise God.
Jesus Christ. And what did he say? If you come up any other way, you're what? A thief and a robber.
Yep, you're right.
You can't buy your way into heaven.
Sure can't.
You can't gamble your way into heaven.
Nope.
You can't beg your way into heaven. It ain't but one way you're going to get it, baby. And that's through Jesus Christ. Oh, well, I accepted him years ago. So I'm not, here we go, one say that way. Say, I accepted him years ago when I was 10 years old. So I know if I was to die, I'm going to heaven. No, you ain't now if you ain't living for him.
That's right.
I hate to bust your bubble. I love some baby folks to death, but I hate to bust your bubble, baby.
Right, right.
Because God said he's married to the backslider. He said, turn ye old backsliders. If you couldn't backslide, why would he put it in there?
Right, right.
I don't care what age you get saved at. I don't care how many times you get baptized.
Right, right.
It ain't going to take you to heaven if you live it like the devil.
That's right.
It ain't going to take you to heaven if there's sin in your life.
That's right.
You'll split hell wide open.
Split it open.
Because why? You don't have the resurrector. He's a resurrection, but he's also the resurrector. He's the one that can resurrect you, honey. He touches that heart, he touches that soul. He gets in that mind and says, it's time you come on in here. If you deny it, then you die.
Amen.
Day by day, you die. Every time you deny him, you die. Every time you turn your back on him, you die. Every time you lie on him, you die. Every time you make fun of him, you die. You add another nail to your casket. So he said, though he were dead, he shall he live. You live to live again.
Right, right.
Honey, I'm not going through all these troubles and trials and going through all this mess I'm going through and miss heaven. I'm not going to give it up for nobody.
Nobody.
Nobody. I was talking to a girl today. Well, she's my niece. If I call her name, you know exactly who it is. But you probably know anyway. And I had a feeling she wasn't going. Her husband had been on drugs, and they put him in a rehab place. Got three or four kids back, and you just know. You can talk a good game all you want to, but I know we can still save it now. Your actions and your ways tell on you.
They do. They do.
Despite of what people say.
They do.
You can hide everything from anybody, but you can't hide it from God.
Yeah, that's right.
You can be right in church house and put on a good front, honey, and shout all over church. Well, guess what? The devil can shout. The devil can preach. The devil can speak in tongues. The devil can sing. The devil can teach Sunday school. The devil can teach youth people. The devil can teach a woman's ministry. The devil can preach the men's ministry. The devil's in the deacon. The devil's even in the preachers.
Yeah, that's true.
And the singers. Everything Jesus got, he's got a counterfeit. So you ain't trying to fool me or anybody else, but you can't fool him.
You can't fool him.
You cannot fool God.
Can't do it.
And I knew. I just had a feeling. Because I invited him here and I had a feeling. I said, you still in church. Because she moved to Cumberland. Well, now her daughter just died here about 3 or 4 months ago. You should know who it is now. In a car accident. Well, my husband always just kept on calling me a hypocrite and this and that. So I just got tired of it. And so you just did it. So how you going to see your daughter again if you don't stay saved?
Right.
You say you want to see her again, but yet you get away from God. You won't. And the hope that you once had of seeing her again is gone. Like I told somebody else, a man that lost his wife. He said, well, I just don't care no more. Just so many preachers and everything did them wrong. That I said she would be turned over in her grave if she knew what she was doing.
Right.
How are you going to be to see him again if you don't live right?
Right.
You're not going to do it. I said, you better get your side. I said, hey, that's a lie from the devil. Why would you give in anyway? If he said that, I said, honey, as long as you know how you live and God knows how you live, nobody else matters.
Right. That's true.
If you're pleasing the Lord and God's pleased with you, then that's between you and him.
Right.
Let them call you a hypocrite. Let them call you a holy roller. Let them say you ain't saved. Let them say you ain't no preacher. As long as God knows and you know, that's all that matters.
That's right. That's right.
I said, well, you better be getting, see, I'm going to try to come to church. I'm going to go Easter Sunday. So I said, well, you better be getting somewhere. And if you're not going to go, then let your kids come with me.
That's right.
If you want to go to hell, you go. You ain't take these babies with you.
Ain't taking them. Can't do it.
Oh, well, Lord, Princess, out your mouth. Get you in this, sure do. But in a good way. I don't cut no corners with you.
Can't do it.
Especially when you know better.
That's right.
Now, if you new Christian, you kind of mess up. There's a lie. I'll make a little bit of lie. But if you've been saved 85 years and you doing it, then your butt needs some strong advice. I'm not going to hold your hand and pet you. I'm not going to put the pacifier in your mouth. I'm not going to put the mouth bottle in your mouth. Like I told that one, you supposed to be a preacher. This happened. Oh, now you out here and you living like the devil and you got a man. You know better. I'm not going to say, oh, honey, it's all right. I understand all that you went through. And that's a... No. You know better. You're a preacher. You're supposed to be a minister of God.
That's right.
And you're just going to throw the Bible away? Oh, by the way, zero. I had zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. And I hope, God forbid, I don't pray on it. But if something was ever happening and I did, I don't want somebody to come to me and be just rough with me.
Amen.
You know better. You throw it all away. What's wrong with you? You going to pit people and guess what happened? You going to pat them all in the head.
Amen.
I didn't want to hurt the feelings. I didn't want, you going to pat them in the head.
Yep, sure are.
I'd rather be stern with you and get on to you than to let you, oh, it's okay. And go to hell. I ain't going to have it. So then Jesus said, whosoever liveth and believeth in who? Me, he said. Believes in who? Princess. Believed in who? What, Joe? Believed in who? Earth. Believed in who? Trump. Oh no. Believed in the mayor. He said, whosoever believes in me, Jesus, shall never die. And then he poses a funny little thing. He says here, believe thou this. Because Jesus just wasted his breath if you didn't believe it.
That's right.
He couldn't do nothing about it if you didn't believe it. Well, he can't hear you if you don't believe he will. He can't fill you with the Holy Ghost if you don't believe he will. He can't save if you don't believe he will. You got to believe in him first anyway. If you don't believe in Jesus, like he said that if you shall believe that Jesus died and that God had raised him from the dead, thou shalt be saved.
Amen.
If you confess with your heart, that's the first thing you got to do. Well, if you don't believe in Jesus, you don't believe in the Savior, then how can you believe in him? Faith without works is dead. You can't say one minute, oh yeah, Lord, I believe you, and then turn around and say, like Martha. Double-minded man's unstable in all his ways.
Amen.
You can't be on the flip side like this with these kind of people and then go and act totally different with somebody else. No, you can't say, well, yeah, I'm a Pentecostal, and then turn around and then you get in front of a bunch of Jehovah's Witnesses and tell them, I believe in y'all. I believe what y'all believe. That's two different things. Well, I believe in the Pentecostal way, but I don't believe there's nothing wrong with smoking no weed. And you got a lot of them that believe that. Well, yeah, I believe I'm saved. I know I'm saved. I don't miss a Sunday. I go to church every Sunday, sing in the choir. I'm an usher and everything, honey. I go on Sunday. And then all during the week you go to Food City every day buying your case of beer. Can't do both.
Can't do both of them.
Oh yeah, I'm saved. I know I'm saved. And then you go on to gamble every weekend and drink. Gamble with money and drink. Get drunk every weekend. It don't work like that. Don't work like that. You got to believe in Jesus.
You got to believe it.
Wholeheartedly.
You got to believe it.
Not just half of it. He don't want to have Christian.
That's right.
You know how they got some of these drinks now, Snapper, I believe it is. They got lemonade, iced tea combined. Or like strawberry, kiwi. I like that. That's my favorite. Or half of the, you know how you go have coffee and they give you little things that says half and half?
Yeah.
Well, it ain't no half and half with the Lord. Either you give it to him all the way, either you give him your whole heart, or you give him his whole life, or you don't give it to him at all.
Right.
Amen.
Because guess what? He don't have bless us. He don't have heal us. He don't have deliver us. He don't have set us free. He does it all at one time, in one big whop. You can't give him half and then be half a totally different way. You can't be half a Christian on Sunday, be in the bar on Saturday, Friday, Saturday night, and they come to church. And you know, people think because they went to church that it's all good. And then Monday, they start back going to live with the man or woman, or start back up drinking again, knowing they're going to get back out on Friday and do it again, as long as they come to the altar every week. I mean, no, eventually, the Lord won't get tired of that.
You're going to get tired of it.
That's not a license to sin. Yes, we have an advocate with the Father, Jesus Christ the righteous, but that don't give you a license to sin.
Sure don't.
Oh, Lord, forgive me, so I can just get out here and do what I want to do. He'll forgive me. I just say what I want to say, he'll forgive me. I just act however I want to act, he'll forgive me. I just cover, oops, I'm sorry. I have a problem with these little words. They just come out. No, it's a constant process for you being a Christian. To do things and get things out of the way, it has to be a change. But it's up to you. Yeah, the devil is trying to put a whole lot of stuff in your head.
Oh, he will.
But it's up to you to let it come out. It's up to you to act on it. Just like two days in a row. I got a handicap bar here and Ray put the other one in there, but when you clean that big bathtub, it gets slick. Y'all wash your hair, it gets slick. So it was slick. Well, I hung it on the bar and I was coming out. Man, I banged my leg right here. And I was like, it was kind of sore. Went away. Very next night, I took a shower. Almost slid again, and it hit right in the same place. Dr. Ballard said, the foot doctor said, how in the world did you manage to hit it in the same place? I said, because look at me. I'm the luck of the draw, look at me. Well, it was sticking out there and the bone was like, it started turning blue, and it was swelled out there, and I was like, oh my God. So she get an x-ray where it broke, but she mentioned about a hematoma or something. But I said that to say this. When because the other night, I took a shower, punch shower. So last night, get ready to take a shower, they said, you're going to fall. You better not get in, you're going to fall. You're going to hurt your leg again. So see, he tried to put a fear on me to get scared to go. I said, oh no, devil, we ain't doing this. You said what he wants, I rebuke that name. No, I'm not going to fall. And it don't matter. I got something to hold on to like I did last time. But see, I said that to say this. That's what the devil will try to use. Like Sue, like Daddy said before, devil, you can't breathe, you're going to die. You're going to smother to death. You're going to die by yourself. Ain't nobody going to be here with you. They going to find you and all that. Why? Because he don't like to be nothing but a big bully. The devil, that's all right, devil, because guess what? If I die, it's my time to go. And I don't have to worry about nothing because I'm going on up to heaven. So it don't matter. But he will try his best to put fear into you of this, and the other. But guess what? It's up to you to let him do it.
Right.
It's up to you to let him do it. So when he said, if you believe, you ain't never going to die. Believe this? She's like, well, she said, yeah. Well, she said, yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. That's not what Jesus asked her. I read it again. When he said, believe thou this about his resurrection, she said unto him, yea, Lord, I believe that thou art the Christ, the Son of God, which should come into the world. That's not what Jesus asked her. He asked her, I'm the resurrection, I'm the life. If you die, you'll live again. Do you believe this? She was going all the way around. She didn't want to sound like she didn't believe it. But still, you could tell by what she said, she didn't believe it. Or she believed she had some kind of, I don't know. And the Bible, Jesus can't move without unbelief.
Amen.
He can't. Somebody comes in here with cancer. If you don't believe God can heal them, don't put your hands on them.
That's right.
Amen.
Somebody comes in here with HIV or AIDS. If you don't believe the Lord can heal them, don't put your hands on them.
Amen.
Sit back there in your seat then. Because you know why? Because you can block it.
Amen.
I've seen people in prayer lines that I know, and it's a shame to say, even some preachers that I know that didn't believe God could really do it. And if I'm sick and need something from the Lord, if you don't believe it, don't put your hands on me.
Amen.
Because I don't want you stopping my blessing. I don't want you stopping my healing. Because somebody can block that. Honey, you just need to go on and sit down if you don't believe it. Goodbye. But see, it was a different thing when he called Mary. Because Mary believed him no matter what. Whatever he said, she went with it. It didn't matter. She jumped up, said, let's go on to the grave right now. And that's the way we should be. Oh, wait a minute, honey, I'm saying, let me get up here in the prayer line now before church even starts. And then something, it's all about time. Like the man that sat by the pool 38 years. But what's the problem? When Jesus walked up to him, he said, I don't have nobody putting me in the water.
Yeah.
If that had been me, I would have been rolling. I would just took a rolling spell, just kept rolling till I got the water. Hey, whatever it takes. Whatever it takes you to get to Jesus. Just like I said earlier about the woman with the issue of blood. She did whatever it took. Why? Because she believed if I could just touch him, I'd be all right. If I could just get to Jesus, I'll be okay. I'm tired of spending all my money. Doctors, I be know the doctors, oh God, if they find out something wrong with you, well, you need to go here, you need to go there, you need to get on this, you need to get on that. Boy, you somebody be healthy as a bird, they start going, doctor, here we go. Like the Tina Cow said that time I was in the hospital, had pneumonia. And her blood pressure is outrageous too, like her mama and daddy's. And next thing you know, she said, good Lord, Prince, I was in the hospital. They found out I had pneumonia. Then they come find out I was diabetic. Then they come out find out how high my blood pressure was. Doc said I was getting ready to have a stroke. Well, see, she went in the hospital for pneumonia. She come out with everything else. So you can imagine what the woman with this your blood, 12 years. 12 years. Now see, we know you men don't know nothing about this. But us women do. 12 years. Bleeding non-stop. Every day for 12. Lord, I would have lost my mind. Oh Lord, I would have been like, oh my God, I can't do this. I got to find somebody. Because this is ridiculous. 12 years. Man, you can imagine if you cut yourself or something. Just imagine you bleeding for 12 years. Non-stop. Can't get the bleeding to stop, nothing else. So honey, it depends on how desperate you are to get to Jesus. When you're desperate, hey, you do anything it takes to get to it. If the Lord told you to get down on your knees and push the pencil back there and come back, knowing that God was going to do it, you better believe Princess would do it. Then whatever I needed from the Lord, I needed right then, whatever. And I know that person's a person of God. You're right. I'm like, oh Lord, help my knees. I push it with my hand, push it with my foot, push it with something. And it happens because why? You got to get desperate. Because when you ain't desperate and folks don't want to get saved, you'll be a dead man walking. So you need to die to live again. Some of us need to die out now. We've been saved a while, but some of us need to die out to a whole lot of stuff. So we can live again. If you got stuff blocking and keep you from doing something, you ain't obeying the Lord or whatever it is, you better die so you can live again. But if everybody would, you want to bow their heads, you want to take, you can do it.
Before we pray and dismiss, is there anybody that has a testimony they would like to share?